Go, go. Sweet!
Check 55 to Mike. Hey.
Outside, solid. Here, shit. Hey, rip on two. On here.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wentz now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
74. Hey, let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. 59 Mark.
Great 57.
59. Yeah. Mike 5'9".
Wentz to throw again. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch twist. Switch.
And up the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. Get that smooth. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Big gas. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Hey, exit. Go.
Mike's 50.
Get it.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Touchdown, Giants. Rashad Perriman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been. Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Mike, 55. Right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They run with Edmonds. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Edmonds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
To throw is Wentz. Got him in. Open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
All day, defense.
Hey, Zoo.
50's the mic.
2nd and 9 now. Will air this one toward Coleman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Rush in. Rush in. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Yeah. Ready.
Now back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
57.
From the 16, Wentz. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's third down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Go, go.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, come on now, come on now. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey,
2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Wild Bill, Mike 42.
Back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Hey, orbit.
Let's go. Here we go, D. 51, Mike 51. Go. Mike 51.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On play action, Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Walker coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Yo, 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 yo.
It's right 57.
31, check 31.
After the sack on first down, Wentz. They still can't get it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
Lefty.
Let's go. He's coming.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. After the penalty, it's Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On third down, they run with Edmonds. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Bravo. Go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Set. 10 logo.
Check safety. Check safety.
Topper. Ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. A little juke. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Focus, defense, focus. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Second and 11. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. A gain of 3, second down. On second down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Second and 10.
Jim.
Hey, Echo.
51 the mic, boy, 51. It's our time. This is our time, guys. This is our time.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
42's the mic, boys, 42. 42's the mic.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, exit.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Throwing now is Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Returning is Peppers. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Go.
Our time. It's our time. Mike 42. Mike 42. You ain't doing nothing today.
Go.
42's Mike. 42's Mike.
And the blitz does come. That is caught. It's Perriman. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Orbit.
Check. Fresno.
Ready?
Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 1st down, here's White. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Sunday. 46 down, Marathon 4. Hey, box drop.
56, Mike 56.
Wentz going to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
56.
Bravo.
Wentz will try again on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Wentz on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Let's go now. 18 games. Hey, Hayward.
At the 4-yard line.
On second down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
5.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On the double.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Your track, the track. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 15, check 15.
Yeah.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. They'll run with Edmonds. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Bit of a surprise they ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. On first down, Edmonds. And some space here. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
40.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second and 9, Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Third down here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Again to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Check.
They'll run with Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Shift.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? 5 yards on the pickup. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
From the 22, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Straight 15.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dylan Cole. J.J. Arthega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And an alley to run. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.